I'm Tom from Do-It-Yourself Home Automation. I'm going to do this medium speed writing challenge. I'm going to be starting in a couple minutes, probably about a minute. Let's just give people a moment to come in here, and then we'll get started. So the concept here is I'm going to see how many Medium articles I can write in 45 minutes. Thanks for tuning in and joining me. And I'm going to basically tailor this to some very specific topics. In this case, I'm going to write articles for my do-it-yourself home automation publication, which is over here on Medium. Go and take a look at that. I can't remember where I go here to get to these publications. Do-it-yourself home automation. So these are going to be very tactical, targeted kinds of articles. And let's see how many I can do in 45 minutes. And the idea here is really just to show what my process is like, and also what to show what the process of prolific content creation is like. So the idea of trying to create something quickly, trying to create something and just hit the publish button. And in this case, I'm going to use a particular research technique that I like, which is take a look at my YouTube channel. This is my YouTube channel, Do-It-Yourself Home Automation. It gets about 1.5 million views a year. And I look at the last 30 days or last 28 days, and then I look at the videos that have gotten the most views in that time period. And I cover all kinds of different product-related concepts, all kinds of different topics overall, a lot of tech stuff. And so I like to look at the videos that have done the best in that time period and then create articles out of that. We're going to see how many of those I can make just looking at these last 28 days worth of videos. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to narrate a little bit of what I'm doing as I'm writing, but I'm also going to try to do it as quickly as possible. So there will be points where I'll just be kind of doing this as a marathon. If you have questions, though, there's live chat on the side. Feel free to ask. If you have a suggestion, feel free to chime in. I'd love for this to be a collaborative process, and I just want to demonstrate how this goes for me. So I've got a 45-minute timer. We'll page back and forth there, and I'm going to get started. Then I'm going to dive in with my first article here. So I noticed the first one is how to install or change batteries on the Swiffer WetJet. So let's go ahead over to Medium. I'm going to write a story. Now, this is sort of a boring topic. It's very tactical, but obviously it's significant if 5,000 people have wanted to tune in. So I don't see any imagery immediately available. Let's go ahead and take a look. My video is the first thing that comes up here, but let's take a look at some of the breakdown we have from some of these places, because I want to just make sure that I'm remembering how to do this correctly. Okay, yeah, I do remember making this original video. Okay, and then I'm going to dive in and just start to create this. So just that little bit of pre-reading, we're down about 2 minutes. Okay, so that's my intro. That went pretty quickly. Now I'm going to go back to my video. And I'm just going to scroll through here and remind myself exactly how I did this. Okay. And see where we are on time. 38 minutes left. Now I'm actually going to try to get some screenshots from this video. They're not going to be super high quality, but I think it's good enough to illustrate what I want to do. So I'm going to press my print screen button. Now I'm going to go ahead and open up Photoshop, and I'll let that load here. Meanwhile, I'm going to go back and keep writing here. Okay, so I'm just giving these instructions. Going to go ahead and open up Photoshop. I've got this on my other screen, and then I'll move it over here. So let's see. Let me just paste in this screenshot. You're probably not seeing this on there because I've got my other screen up, so I'll move this over. So here's my screenshot. I'm going to go in Photoshop. I'm going to select what I want. I'm going to go to Edit, Copy. I should do Copy here. I'll minimize this. I'll go back into my article, find the spot, and then go ahead and paste that in. Hopefully that moves over. If not, I might have to select it again. Go to Edit, Copy, Merged, and we'll try that. Perfect, so we've got it in. Okay, drop in my photo credit. Looking good there. So we're going to slide that thing out. Back to my video. Again, remind myself so this thing comes out. So back over here. I'm gonna try to get a screenshot of this. See if I can get it totally in the frame. Not really, but that's okay. Okay, so print screen here. I'm gonna pull it up in Photoshop. I'm gonna move this over to the other window. Okay, this is good here. Now again, I'm going to select, go to Edit, Copy, Merged. We'll drop this one in. So we're going to put in the instructions there. And then let's see the final steps here. So you can see me loading it. Here we've got a nice screenshot we can do of the final product here. Okay, gonna grab this guy. There's that. See how we are on time. 32 minutes left. Great. I think it clicks in. I'm going to try to remind myself here. Yep, looks like it. Now I'm going to drop the video that I made in there as well, in case people want to watch it in a video form. I usually like a written form better, but I do the embed. Go ahead and drop that in. Some people like to watch videos, and there they go if they want to follow along with that. So we've got our text here, and I'm going to write a little conclusion. Okay, so that's my article. Now we're gonna just do a quick proofread, and I want to drop some kind of art in here. So I didn't see a Swiffer from Unsplash. Let's try battery. I think it'd be better to have a picture of a Swiffer, ideally. I do have one of my own, so I'm gonna page over here, and I'm gonna go to Getty Images. Photographer there. Great, so I've got one here that's relevant. Now I've got my own system here to access this. I'm going to go ahead and pull that up on my other screen because I can't show my password to sign into that. But let me go ahead and grab that image out of my own asset management system, and then I'll just put it into the article real quickly. So let me go back to the article. On my other screen, I'm just downloading this image. And you're going to see it fly on in here, and we'll drop it in. Comes to the author. Great. Got a second line here. Let's do a quick read through here. "27 minutes left. Okay, so we are good there. Now I'm going to add to my publication. Do-it-yourself home automation. And then I'm going to go ahead and click submit. Now I'm going to drop my tags in there. And I'm going to say submit to publication. Great. It says I've edited it elsewhere. I'm not sure why. I'm going to say publish. And we're good. So that's the first article. Let's see. Looks like a 4-minute read. Not bad. We've used about 15 minutes, something like that. I guess 20 minutes. Okay, so let's go into the next one. So I'm going to go back to my channel analytics. That was the first one here. My top article, review of the Leica Q. I've already done some of that. I'm probably going to do a longer one. Fitbit won't sync. Pruning my AeroGarden tomatoes. So I think that's a good one to look at. But I'm actually going to jump ahead to this one, review of the Fitbit Aria Air Scale. I think I can do that more easily because it's more looking at my own experiences. So let's go ahead in here. I'm just going to start to write about this. So I'm just writing about this based on my own experience. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the product page for this, so I can check features and things. So it's $49.99 is the list price. So let's see where we are on time. 22 minutes, great. I see somebody here, Mateo Jones. If you're still here, thanks for tuning in. Feel free to ask any questions. Here, I'm just doing my speed writing. Let's see how much time we have left. 20 minutes, great. thanks for anyone who's just joining in. If you have questions, feel free to ask them in the chat. I'm speed writing Medium articles. I have one down so far. I'm working on my second one. I'm trying to see how many I could do in 45 minutes, and I currently have 17 minutes left. So let's see where we get with this one. So that's my basic perspectives. I'm going to page over to the Amazon page here and just see if there's any key features that I'm missing here. I like to look at the question and answer section here too, because often that gives questions that I can then answer in my article, and you know people care about these things if they've put them on here on Amazon. So I saw a weight limit of 400 pounds, but I just want to verify that's actually true. So this is coming right from Fitbit. It's 397 actually. I like to always try to reach a firm conclusion at the end of a review whenever it's possible. I like the aria air, so you can see I'm ending with a fairly certain result there. Now I'm going to grab the link. I'm going to throw that in up here with the first mention of the product, so if people want to go and buy it. I usually link to Amazon. I usually don't put in affiliate links unless I disclose that. So I'm just going to drop that one in. Let's make it say what it should say at the top here. Where are we on time? We've got 11 minutes left. Great, so definitely I'm going to make 2 articles here, I think. Let me see if I can find a picture. Plenty of pictures of Fitbit, but I think I want to have the actual aria photo. So again, I'm going to go over to my own Getty Images here. Yep, here it is. I'm going to grab this identifier. I'm going to do this again, the downloading from my asset management system on the other screen because I can't show my password for that, but you'll see the image just kind of appear here in a second. Great, so I've got it downloaded. I'm going to go ahead and drag it into the article. Say, got that. Put in my subtitle here. Just going to take a quick look through here. I tend to over edit these short articles, but I think that's probably good. Now I'm going to say add to publication. Let's go ahead and select do it yourself home automation. Submit. I'm going to drop my tags in here. Submit to publication. I own this publication, so it's going to say that my story's ready. Go ahead and say publish, publish now, and that one's live. So we've got 2 articles down now. Let's see, where did we land with this? Another 4-minute read, so we're 8 minutes worth of Medium articles, and let's see what our time is looking like. We have 9 minutes and 42 seconds left. I'm going to go in personal profiles, submit them somewhere. After 1.0 article about Clearview AI. Question here, list of in the picture, reference. Oh, okay, great. Courtesy, you can say courtesy the author. You don't have to say courtesy of the author. But yeah, I can go and change it if I need to. And yeah, these are going to my own publication, do-it-yourself home automation. If I were to submit to 1.0, I'd probably spend more time editing. It would be less of these tactical articles. For these very short tactical articles, I like to go on my own publication. So let's see if there's anything I can write in 9 minutes, something really simple. Going back to my popular stories here. Yeah, this one I can definitely do very, very quickly. So this is hard reset on Fitbit Ionic. This has been super popular. But I am going to do hard reset on my Fitbit Sense, which I just learned to do because it froze on me recently. So let's see if I can do another article. This is going to be a short one, but see if I can do. Eight minutes. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get Fitbit's official article about this. Since holding the button for 10 seconds. Yep, so that's what I did. So great. Okay, so that's a simple article, but probably really helpful to people who have this particular problem. And I don't like to overwrite these because it's just annoying if you have to scroll through a bunch of text to get there. Now to do this, I'm just going to quickly take my own photo here because I don't want to deal with the time it's going to take me to search. So I'm just going to get a photo against my desk here of the Fitbit Sense that's on my wrist. I'm going to do this on my phone, and I'm going to try to get the solid state button in there. Just get a nice background. Then I'm going to upload this to my own Dropbox on my phone. Let's see what we are on time. 3 minutes, that should be fine. Put this in as a subtitle. Let's take a quick look through. Looking good on there. Now I'm going to grab this in my other screen here. Again, I can't sign you into my Dropbox, so I won't be able to show you exactly what I'm doing here, but let's just give this a second to upload. Meanwhile, while it's waiting for that art, I'm going to go ahead and submit this to my publication. Okay, got my tags in there. Okay, that's good. I'm going to say add to publication. Do it yourself home automation. Got 2 minutes and 39 seconds. It's fine. Okay, I've got my art that just popped up. Let's go ahead and drop that in. This is the photo I just took while you were watching. Drop in my credit line. A quick look at this. Let's see, we've got 2 minutes and 13 seconds on here. I'll go ahead and say submit. And we'll say publish. And there we go. That's my third article, and we have, this is 45 minutes. We have 1 minute and 52 seconds to spare. So let's go to the publication now, and I think this experiment, I'm not going to try to write another one in 1 minute and 30 seconds, but I feel pretty good about that. In 45 minutes, we've written 3 different articles. Let's take a quick look at my stories here. Actually, I'll go over to my stats page. This is for the publication. Let's go to my own stats. I'm just going to stop the timer now because I think we are done with that part of the experiment. Let's take a quick look at the stats page. So starting to get a couple reads on the first one. I mean, obviously it's going to take a little time for the other ones to take off, but we've got 3 articles here, 4 minutes, 4 minutes, and 2 minutes. So we've got a 10 minutes total reading time written in 40 minutes, 45 minutes, a little bit, yeah, a little over 40, we'll say 42 minutes. So yeah, that's how we speed write articles, how we do prolific content generation. You can see having the art in advance really helps, but you can also very quickly shoot your own. As I showed there, you can take a nice enough image of something like the Fitbit Sense showing the button on the side there, just using your phone, and drop that straight in. Now that I have gotten these written out, if you're still here and joining me, thank you for coming and joining. Feel free to ask any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer questions about this process, about the articles, about writing on Medium in general. In the meantime, I'm just going to take another quick look through what I was able to write there. So this already has 2 reads and a fan. So let me drop the links to these stories in to the chat if you want to go and actually look. I'm not just making this up. These are actually articles you can go now and look at. And then I'll show also, I do like to, and I should say, feel free to subscribe to me on Medium. You can go to Tom Smith 5, so medium.com/@TomSmith585. Subscribe to me here on YouTube too if you liked this. And I'm going to grab these and actually tweet this out. So I tweeted about the fact that I was doing these live streams. Let me see what people have said about it. Not much there, but I do have a story now that I've done about the speed writing. So I'm going to go in now while we're here and edit that. Yeah, any questions that people have, please drop those into the chat there. I do want to edit this and say that this was successful. Let's see if I can edit the story. I have to go into my stories tab. Let's pop over to Twitter. Okay, take the link to this. It's always important after writing articles to go and do some things to promote them. So I'm going to drop that in here. And then I'm going to update this article. So again, I'm going to go over to stories, published, speed writing, edit this. Put this in past tense. So yeah, if you're still here, feel free to ask any questions while I put these in. See if it's going to succeed in doing this. Yeah, I don't think it's going to pick that up. I might drop them in later, I might not. It's not a big deal. Okay, so this article's updated. Let's grab a link to it and drop it into that Twitter. Actually, it's already here on the Twitter post. Let's go ahead and put that out. And then if there's no more questions, I'm going to wrap up in a second. The first thing I just want to do, though, is have a quick look, see if any of these have picked up any more views. Yeah, so this one's got 4 views, 2 reads. Usually it'll take several days. But I think these, like I said in the post, I expect these will end up getting probably somewhere around 1,000 views each, maybe a bit more over the next year. We can always tune back in together and see. But thank you so much for joining me. This is my speed writing experiment. Shout out to Zulie Rane, who came up with the original idea of Write With Me, which is the concept this is based on, of having people tune in and watch as you live write a Medium article. If you enjoyed this, let me know. Share this with friends. If you saw my tweet there, please go ahead and follow me on Twitter. See if I can actually link to that. If you were here joining me live and you want to help promote this, please do go ahead and retweet that. Let me know that you were there, and I'll drop this. Let me see if I can figure out how to share. I forget how to share this tweet, but go find it on there if I can't paste it in. And please do retweet that, share it out to friends, let people know what I'm doing here. I really appreciate anything you can do to help spread the word. Subscribe to me here on YouTube. Follow me at medium.com/@TomSmith585. And thanks again for tuning in.